Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin and Cardano. We can see that after the announcement today of the Fed that they are going to likely increase the interest rates in March, the markets have dropped a little bit, but nothing too significant. I think, as I said earlier today, a lot is probably priced in, but it's always impossible to know before what is already priced in. So there was a bit of volatility, which is good, which was expected, but not too much as well. So the Bitcoin price is dropping currently below 37K, but we did see a little bit of the expected volatility, which is great because in line with expectations, the price did hit that 0.214 fib level here at 38.8K, which is just fantastic. Very accurately, the price did move all the way as expected to that price level. That is the minimum that this wave 4 needs to do to finish. So it could theoretically be finished now. Yeah, I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't think it is. I think we're going to see the next fib level to be hit, like 43.3K, but it doesn't need to get there anymore. You know, it has done what it needs to do in that wave 4, and it could theoretically now go into the last wave 5 sell-off. Now, I don't personally think that's the case because of two reasons. I think, yes, we are seeing currently a reaction to the Fed announcement, to the FOMC announcement that the interest rates are going to be increased probably in March, and that the Fed is going to continue to tighten the monetary policy because of the inflation fears. But and that we see an initial sell-off here, a little bit at least. But I think we need to see more of a recovery, yeah, to be able to bring, for example, here on the daily, the indicators a little bit higher to enable us to do that final sell-off. Because at the moment, you can see we are still nearly oversold on the daily. I don't think that with an oversold daily, we're going to get all the way down to like 29K, okay? So I think we need a little bit more of a correction to the upside before we see that final sell-off, yeah? And a possible target for that final sell-off would be, for example, here the 1.272 extension of that impulse to the downside at 25.6K, or from looking at the other side, we had at around 27K, the 0.618 fib level from the impulse to the upside. So I think between 25 and 27K, we should see the low. That is my view at the moment, but of course it could also drop lower. You know, my target area is and has been for a couple of months now, the area between 20 and 29K, and that is where I still would expect the price to go, and also in this final wave 5. Good news though that it really did go all the way up as expected. We talked about this channel here that is leading us to this area, and you can see that it was only a little wick that touched that area, that fib level here, and then we saw a strong reaction. That is good. That shows that the price is respecting this Fibonacci, and that the price is also respecting this wave count. Yeah. So that was working. We see here that we are actually in this sort of bear flag and actually a bearish pattern. So based on that, we could actually now see, as in one scenario, that that was achieved, you know, that price target was reached. We could now see the sell-off, but as I said, don't think we will. There is always a possibility that we drop lower here, yeah, but until we break really here the 33K, theoretically that wave 4 is not over yet. Yeah, I think this was the low of the wave 3. Yeah, here at 33K, and we can now theoretically move here a little bit in a range. There can be ups and downs which are pretty much impossible to predict. Yeah, so I think anything can happen now really. My expectation, as I said, primarily would be that we still see the 43K up there, that next fib level, the ideal retracement level for a wave 4. But as I said, it has done already the minimum it needs to do before it will come down, in my view, in a final wave 5 sell-off. Yeah, so let's see if that is going to play out. I did tell you a few days ago another scenario in which the price could, well, would also come down probably to around 29K, but would not drop that much, would not be able to drop or allowed to drop below that, well, 28.7 here exactly. And then it could move up, but then we get some sort of a triangle formation. So this is a possibility, but not my primary expectation. And just to recap on that, what it would be that coming down here in wave A, B, C, D, E, and after that wave E, you get your move out to new all-time high. So that could be another wave up, another wave down, which wouldn't be a problem, you know. Then we could, obviously, I am dollar cost averaging in here at the moment, would then take some profits up here. That would be my plan anyway. Even if we move up and this would not be that wave D and it would just go to all-time highs from here, I would still like to take some profits up here, because but anyway, we'll get to that. And if you want to see my buy and sell orders, you can join, of course, the channel membership if you're interested, and join a really, really great and really patient and really positive community as well. Nearly 700 members now. It's fantastic and growing fast, which is fantastic. And again, thank you so much for all your support. Looking at ADA, ADA has also moved up before the announcement. It's actually not coming down a lot. It's coming down a little bit now. It was at times already here at 116, which was a nice move up, but as you can see, didn't really make a higher high here or anything. No, I think it is pretty much doing what Bitcoin is doing as well. I need to look at the detailed wave count here as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we see something similar here, like Bitcoin in terms of the wave count, because as we said before, this is now pretty much the Bitcoin wave count as well, as we have dropped already below the dollar level. Yes, we have reclaimed it basically, but we've just gone down too much, and we have Elliott Wave rules, and therefore we need to adjust the wave count, and the new target range would then be the next level to expect. If we break that 92-cent level here, we can expect a 54-cent Cardano in the next move. But at the moment it's holding above it, but it's nothing too convincing yet. So there is a bit of weakness in the chart here, nothing too crazy. And what we talked about was that daily bullish divergence on the daily. I'm keeping a close eye on it, a close look, because if we have that and we see a first impulse starting, that could really be the push up that could lead us to new all-time highs from here. But I've given up on the assumption that Cardano could move up before Bitcoin. I think they all have to now finish their correction first before they are going up. I'm waiting for that Bitcoin sell-off, that final Bitcoin sell-off, and we won't see that, and we won't have that confirmed until Bitcoin drops below 33k, because that was the low of the wave 3. That needs to be broken now to basically confirm that we are in this sell-off, and Cardano is at the moment just holding, moving sideways, slowing down its correction for now as we are approaching here this new support here, 92 cents. We did hold it. We're also holding now above the 0.618 fib level at 96 cents. So this is all important support. And while we're doing this, we see this bullish divergence, which is actually a good sign, but nothing, it's only one indicator, don't forget. And I think we just have to be patient and wait for the Bitcoin sell-off, Bitcoin correction, and then Cardano can also move out. I did talk about my prediction for, or my forecast for Cardano is still in place, of at least a $4.50 to $5 Cardano here, maybe even all the way up to $6.50 in the next wave up. And these are historically fantastic prices in my view for Cardano, even if we drop once more. Personally, I am happy to dollar cost average in at these prices. I did mention that before, because even if we drop once more, I always keep a little bit of money aside for these last dips. I will never spend everything, I never do. That's something to keep in mind, you know, and therefore I always try to keep something, always, even if it's only a little bit, and then really buy the latest dip, and then go up from there, you know, that'd be great. So I think we are fairly close to the low. The correction can't go on forever. What comes down needs to come up again. And when everybody gets too fearful, that is normally when the price is going up again. And we are not there yet, I think. I think we need another major shakeout, and that would be very well in line with that latest wave 5. All right, hopefully you liked that update about Bitcoin and Cardano. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, maybe you want to consider to join as a channel member. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.